Hello, everybody. Welcome to this IELTS listening class, unit number 2. In this unit, we follow a conversation. We're going to learn identifying the speakers, identifying functions, understanding categories, matching idioms, completing notes, that is pretty important, and completing a table. Well, let's start it off with this first activity. Identifying the speakers. Remember, for sections 1 and 3, each speaker will have a different voice to help you tell them apart. For example, a male, a female, younger, older. So the first task is that you identify who is speaking out. You will hear answers from both speakers. So for section 1, there is normally one person who has to find out information from the other. Oh, well, let's begin the practice right here. In this activity, you will hear 3 short extracts from listening section 1. You identify what makes each speaker different and what information they want to find out. So description, if it's an older man, older women, just a kid. First activity, identified it. Well, we're gonna listen to the first one.
1.
Good morning, Harrison's travel agency. How can I help you?
Oh, good morning. I'm thinking of going on a skiing trip. Can you tell me about any good offers on at the moment?
This is the first one. Well, so put in the comments what is your answer for number 1, travel agent and the customer and information wanted. Let's go with the
2.
Welcome to the York Hotel. Are you checking in?
Yes, that's right. My name's Bob Clark. I've got a booking.
Great. I'll just get a few personal details from you.
perfect. So let's continue with the conversation number
3.
Well, I don't think I have any more questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me about the job?
Yes, I was wondering if it involves a lot of travel and what the working hours are.
Well, remember that for the exam, you will hear native speaker accents from several English-speaking countries in the test. This includes British, American, Canadian, Australian, and New Zealand accents. I recommend that you listen radio stations with these accents. I'm gonna put in the video right here one recommendation for radio station for any of these countries. Let's continue. In this listening skill, in that activity, you need to listen to both speakers carefully. Listen to the rest of the conversation and answer the questions below. Well, now let me show you this part. You're gonna listen to this one. Are you ready? Well, the recommendation is that you read really fast. You make a speed reading with all the information. Well, now after you have read all the information, you are gonna listen. Pay careful attention and listen up.
1.
This one's a good deal. It costs £150 and airfares are included in that price. Once you land, you still need to get to the ski slopes. It's a 2-hour journey.
Yes, I know. I have a friend there who's going to meet me and we'll travel together.
Oh, that's fine. I usually organise a coach ticket for my customers because a taxi is far too expensive. But a lift from a local is even better. What about skiing equipment?
I've already got all of that, but I would like to arrange insurance if that's possible.
Yes, of course. And it's a very good idea for a holiday like that.
2.
And it says here you'll be staying with us for 2 nights. Is that right?
Actually, my plans have changed since I made the booking, and I was hoping I'd be able to stay for 1 extra night, if it's possible.
I'll just have a look and try to make sure you don't have to change rooms on the 3rd night. Yes, that's fine. And in fact, you'll get a 25% discount as well.
Oh, great. Do you have a gym or a sports center in the hotel? And I need access to your business center as well.
Yes, we have all of those. Now, your room is up on the 10th floor, and the elevators are right behind you. You'll actually be on the same floor as the business center, and it's clearly signposted. The gym is down on this level, and so is the restaurant. You need to go there in the morning for breakfast.
3.
Now, according to your CV, you've lived and worked in a few different countries, haven't you?
That's right. I was born here in England and my family emigrated to Australia when I was very young.
But your longest employment so far was in America, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. I moved there once I graduated and worked for 5 years before coming back to England in January.
Right. And you've worked briefly in accounts, but in sales mostly. Is that the area you're still interested in working in? We have a very strong sales department.
Actually, I'm hoping to move into the area of marketing. I've always been interested in it, and it was my major at university.
I see. Well, with your references, I'm sure we can discuss it.
During the exam, there are different functions. Every speaker has a function. So one of the activities that you gotta learn to identify is learn what is the function of that speaker. We have all of these functions into the exam. Exercise 2.3. You listen to excerpts from 2 conversations, one from section 1 and one from section 3. You choose the correct answers, easy, because you have A, B, or C for section 1. Well, are you ready to listen section 1? So, go ahead.
Hi, Sam. We'd better start planning the party. It's in less than 2 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess it is. There isn't much to do, is there?
Well, we need to sort out food for a start.
Why don't we just order some pizzas?
But we always do that. Let's do something a bit different. Besides, it's pretty expensive.
What about a barbecue then? Or we could just do hot dogs?
Too much preparation involved. There are a lot coming, you know.
Sandwiches then. That's easy enough.
Sandwiches? That's a good idea. Hang on. That would be even more preparation than the barbecue. Better go back to the original idea, I suppose.
Pizzas it is then.
Now, we also need to think about music and invitations.
Well, we don't need to buy invitations. I think we should just do them on the computer and keep costs down.
Good idea. And what about music?
We can just use the same stuff we had last time. It's fine.
OK. Well, if we don't let people know soon, there won't be anyone there. So let's make that our priority. Have you got your laptop?
Yeah. Told you there wasn't much to do.
Listening section 3.
Hi, Julie. Have you got time to plan our project?
Sure. I've got a few minutes. We need to choose a topic based on the theme of pollution, don't we?
That's right. Have you got any preferences?
Well, I did a huge assignment on water pollution last year, so we could just do that.
Actually, the tutor did make a point of saying not to use last year's materials, so we'd better not.
It's probably a bit out of date now anyway. Also, it focused specifically on industry, and I think we're supposed to take a broad view.
That's right. We could look at something totally different, like the effects of fumes on air quality.
Good idea. And we could make sure we include all of the sources, like traffic and factories.
So, what else do we need to do? Shall we go to the library and look for resources?
Actually, I think we'd be better off looking online. The good resources in the library are often all out at this time of the year. Anyway, before we notify the tutor which topic we've chosen, I think we need to ask the others what they're doing.
You're right. We need to make sure we're not all doing the same thing. Let's ask them this afternoon in the tutorial.
Great idea.
That's so good. Now, 2.4. Here we got some phrases. Look at these phrases below. Listen again, play back, and decide whether the phrases are in extract 1 or in extract 2. This is the exercise. So far away. Meanwhile, you do the exercise. I'm going to share a test tip. Remember that the IELTS listening paper sections 1 and 3 are conversations, usually between 2 or more people. Sections 2 and 4 are monologues with only one main speaker. Sometimes you may hear another speaker introducing the talk or asking different questions. Well, guys, let's continue with this IELTS listening class. Now, we are going to understand categories. Interesting, because in the listening paper, you may be asked to complete a table. The headings in the table tell you the type of information you will hear and need to listen for. So this helps you with vocabulary. You're going to complete the table below with the correct words from the box. So you're going to put all these words in the correct box. Let's try it, and of course, put your answers into the comments. Well, this is the last part of this class. You're gonna listen to an extract for a conversation and answer the question below. Here, you complete the sentence, this sentence below, with no more than one word and or a number. Well, remember that this information will be really important because the expo will be useful because there will be more than it's per here. And well, remember, here you get the number of words you need to write. It's important that you know that no more than one word means that you may need to write one word or 2 words. The answer here, you got it. Yeah, you're going to answer and confirm the answer that we have with the listening. So let's listen up.
Hi, I'm interested in buying a ticket for the Small Business Expo next week, but I'm not sure it will be useful for me.
Well, this year we wanted to focus on computer skills. So, as well as representatives from 400 small businesses, we've invited over 250 specialists in that area.
Oh, that should be interesting.
Well, no, you're going to pay attention to the number of words you need to write, because in that case, well, you got the answer at the beginning, since the beginning. So it's important for that activity that no more than 2 words means that you may need to write 1 word or maximum 2 words. Okay, so that means that if you write 2 words or more, then it's wrong. Each of the following is an example of one of these activities. For example, this or these examples. Well, this is our last activity. Well, remember that if you like it, if you want more of these activities, Yeah, just totally free for you. Just click and subscribe. Well, see you next class. Have a good day. See you.